Greetings, YouTube. This is Mike Cayley 7 on December 2nd, 6:45 p.m. Air temperature 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Mileage total for the year 11,687 since April 24th. You can add about 3,000 miles to that for mileage that I put on Gemma before I got this bike. 236 miles till empty. We're in gear. Visor down. Yes. And my tire light is flashing because it says 36 psi on the front, 34 psi on the rear. According to Traction Dynamics, on these bikes, they really like to have it at 32 psi. Although the bike starts yelling at me, anything at around 36, 37, the bike starts saying, "Hey!" Well, it'll soon heat up, and the temperature will rise on the tire, and then when the temperature rises, the pressure will increase in the air, and so I'll be fine. So this morning was a bad morning. Had trouble getting my gear on. Harley gear pissed me off. And then when I got in, I realized that I forgot my camera bag at home because of that stupid Harley problem, the gear I had. So that was after I had changed into my regular work pants and work shoes. So then, at the urging of my work sister Wanda, I decided I would just hop on the bike and go get my damn my bag. I get home, get the bag, come back. My leg's killing me. You guys may not know this if you're new to the channel. In 2009, I had an accident. I was in a stupid state of mind, and I just screwed up, broke my leg, tibia fibula fracture of the right leg. They put a metal rod down inside, and then they put some screws. They called it internal fixation. And then about a year later, I had the screws removed because I had a lot of pain and my leg aching, and I couldn't walk, and it was hard walking. It was just painful. I thought the screws getting out would help. Nope, didn't help. The lady says, "Do you want to keep the screws?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to keep the damn screws. I paid for them, so I still have them." But ever since then, ever since that accident, I have bad leg days where I can barely walk. So I have the Quell pain management system that has helped a great deal. But whenever it turns off, it goes right back to aching. So anyway, all day my leg's aching every time the Quell management turns off, which is after it's on for an hour, and then you got to turn it back on later on. So it's like on for an hour, off for a couple hours, on for an hour. So a long day, man, long day. I didn't actually get to work on personal stuff until about 5:30. And that's when I worked on the video from this morning, the first video from this morning. And by the time you're watching this, you'll probably have already seen that, or at least it'll be out there. I think it's called Mondayest Monday Morning Ever. And then I made another video when I was returning, I believe it was, returning from my house with the bag. I put the bag in the back, and I made another vlog, and I was much happier then because I had eaten some breakfast, was taking my damn time, and I wasn't wearing that Harley jacket, that's for damn sure. And so now, same day, third video, I'm using the GoPro Hero 8 camera. I don't know how it does at night, but we're going to find out. I do notice in the editing of the video from this morning, the whole thing is a lot smoother, a lot less vibration or herky-jerkiness. I mean, the 7 was awesome compared to the 3, but now the 8 is just that much better. Anyway, so what's the whole point of this? Well, at the end of the day, and after all that work, and I got a video processing right now in the Movie Studio 16 program. So, I was tired and achy and lazy, and so I said, you know what, screw it. So my FXRG pants and my Dainese super boots are at work still. I'm wearing sneakers and jeans. Besides the sneakers and jeans, I've got on my regular stuff, you know, my Klim jacket and my Dainese gloves. And of course my Arai helmet. But just my luck, something will jump out at me now, right? At least I knew it going in, right? At 45 degrees. So in case you are wondering, hey Mike, tell me more about that accident you had. It was 10 years and 1 month ago. I was working at night up at this place in Middle to North Raleigh. Where the hell is the... There it is. And my night class ended at 9:30. I went outside, got on my Harley, had a Road King Classic. The rear tire was a new one. I believe it was an Avon or a Metzler. I can't remember which. And it hadn't really been scuffed in very much. I think I had probably 60 miles on it. And it was a night like tonight, 45 degrees. And the parking lot was really crappy. A lot of loose sand and gravel on top of the pavement. And I had never ridden my bike there before, in that particular lot. I had ridden in the other lot, but they had moved my class down to this other area. So I leaned kind of like this to turn right inside the parking lot at about 20 miles an hour. Bike went right over, started spinning around. I thought, let me just stay on the bike, ride this out like an idiot. And then that was a dumb idea because my foot got stuck between the bike and the pavement as it spun around and around. It twisted my leg and snapped it. So tibula and fibia. Fibula and tibia. There you go. Fibula and tibia. Tib-fib, they call it. Twist fracture. Real nasty one. Did you know that if you have a twist fracture of any bone, they usually call the police unless it's obvious what the cause was, and so they didn't call the cops on me because it was obvious it was the bike. But if you do it at home, they'll call the cops because that's the kind of injury you get from abuse, apparently. Yeah, my bike abused me. All right, it's my Kaylee 7. Stay safe out there. Talk to you later.